Big 12 tournament MVP last year en route to a tournament championship for Texas.
Disu is a three-level scorer. In the paint, in the mid-range, and behind the arc.
He's a matchup problem at that 5 spot.
Oh my goodness, Dylan Disu.
You not send another defender, Disu's going to hurt you every time.
Great defense by Dylan Disu. He is doing it all tonight, folks, showing NBA scouts everywhere. He is worthy of the praise that he is receiving.
Dylan Disu putting up the numbers. Great to see him back over the last 7 games. 18.4 points per game. That is 4th best in the Big 12. And all the numbers ranking in the top 10. And Dylan, as he gets healthier, is getting better and better. And it's great to have Dylan Disu back. It's even better to see you back on the court. How is it going? How are you feeling after your return?
Yeah, I feel great. I'm just happy to be back on the floor with my teammates. It's always fun to play in front of Longhorn Nation, so I'm just grateful to be able to do that.
What was that like, waiting?
Yeah, it was difficult for sure, especially after kind of some of the success we had as a team and then some of the success I had individually. At the end of last year, I was really excited to come back and play again for these fans and for my hometown. So it was definitely difficult, and then seeing us kind of drop those two bigger games that we played against UConn and Marquette, where I felt like I could have definitely helped the team out a lot. That was difficult to watch for sure.
So let's go back to last season, the end of the year. Take me through, first off, the Big 12 tournament. What got into you?
Yeah, we were obviously missing Timmy Allen for that tournament. He had I think a calf strain. So it was really just the coaching staff and my teammates that were kind of just encouraging me to be more aggressive as we were going to be missing a double-digit scorer. And so, you know, that positive encouragement and that confidence that they had in me kind of just helped me propel my game to another level.
And then you kept that momentum going through the start of the NCAA tournament, and then the foot issue pops up. Walk me through that. When did that start to creep into the picture? When did you know there was something wrong?
Yeah, I actually just went up for a dunk in warm-ups, the Penn State game, and I came down and it felt weird. And it was, so then I just went to the sideline, took some Tylenol. I didn't think too much of it. As the game went on, it started to hurt a little bit more and more. And it was really painful by the end of the game, but I didn't think too much of it until like next week when we got things looked at, and then kind of found out that it was a little bit more serious than we thought.
What was that like when you realized it was over, the season was over for you?
It was really difficult. Obviously, I didn't think the season was over. I was still going to try to play. Take that week off for the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, try to get as healthy as possible, because the Final Four is what everyone dreams about.
So that was still your mentality? You were still giving it a go?
We still wanted to try to give it a go for the Final Four for sure, do everything we could. But, when we end up eventually dropping to Miami, that was really difficult. That was a sad moment for us as a team. We were very close, very connected. So that was really tough.
So what did you think was next after the injury, after the completion of the season?
Yeah, I mean, with the way that the season ended, I just loved Texas, honestly. Like, I wanted, obviously everyone wants to go pro, but in the back of my head, there was something there for me that was like, I want to come back here. Like, I love this school. I love playing for these people, putting on that jersey. So there was just something in the back of my head that told me that I wanted to come back. So the injury, though, it was disappointing. It was kind of like a blessing in disguise. And
when could you start to even get back to basketball activity with your rehab?
Yeah, so I didn't walk the entire summer.
Didn't walk? How'd that work out for you?
It wasn't too much fun. A lot of time spent in the apartment, playing video games. Definitely had to watch what I ate all summer, not being able to move around as much as I'd like to. So didn't get to eat all the foods that I like to eat, which taught me a little bit more discipline for my diet.
Now, was someone checking in on you with the diet?
A little bit for sure, but I held myself accountable for the most part. And then, so I think that I started shooting maybe in like September, October.
Okay.
And I didn't really practice until December, like maybe December 1st or 2nd around there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When did you start to feel like yourself? Because from the time you got back on the court, it looked like there was not much rust to shake off. I'm sure that wasn't the case, though.
Yeah, I still felt like I couldn't move as well as I wanted to move, especially at the beginning, the LSU game. There were some times in pick and roll coverages where I wasn't moving laterally as much as I would have in the past or as well as I would have. So that was weird for me. I did end up having a solid game, but I talked to some people before. It's kind of like fool's gold because I still didn't fully feel like myself. I think that also there was kind of a mindset shift whenever that Cincinnati game happened as well, where I started to like not think about my foot as much and try to be more aggressive on the court on both ends of the floor. And I think that's when kind of things started to turn for me. I started to feel a little bit more like myself.
And the shot has been falling. The stroke looks beautiful. We've heard the story a lot about you working on your shooting stroke when you couldn't walk. I mean, how much truth is there to that in terms of what you would go through and what you worked on? Yeah,
no, it's true. Everything that has been said. I sat in the chair all summer, basically.
So you're in like a chair like this?
Nah, it's a little bit. It was more like a high chair.
Okay.
Probably about this tall.
Got you.
And I would just sit there and shoot over and over and over and over again.
I mean, are you just like shooting into a wall, or are you actually shooting into a
basket?
Really?
It's on the court in the practice facility, and then I'd shoot probably 50 shots, back it up, shoot 50 shots, and then I could get all the way back to probably about the free throw line. So it just helped me get my rhythm down, my stroke down, and it made my shot much more effortless. Which has definitely helped me this season.
Was there a flaw that maybe you noticed when you simplified everything like that, or something that you felt like you were able to perfect or tweak when you had to make it simple?
Yeah, I think it was just getting more confident in my shot for sure. I feel like I've always been someone who's been able to shoot. Obviously, we haven't been able to see that the last 2 years with the results on the court, but I feel like even in my Vanderbilt days and in high school, I was known as a shooter. So just getting that confidence back and repping it out over and over and just having the confidence of the coaching staff and Coach RT behind me has helped me immensely.
All right, got to go back to the video games, though. What was your game of choice when you were holed up?
We played a lot of Call of Duty this summer.
Okay.
So Call of Duty Warzone was definitely the big one for us. But we rotate games. So like there's games like this game called Fall Guys. Obviously 2K is a big one for us. And there's also another one called Rocket League.
And who are you playing with? Like, who are your guys that you play with?
We play with, it just depends, whoever wants to get on the game, really.
Like teammates?
Yeah, my teammates. So it's usually my roommates for sure. Brock and Colbot are my roommates. And then we play with Max, Caden, Devin. Who else plays?
Who talks the most trash on the headset during the game?
Probably me.
You?
Probably me. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Brock.
Nah, Brock's not that good.
So that's where I was going to go next.
He's new to the gaming thing. We really got him attached to the games this summer, and he used to always make fun of us for playing the games. He was like, "You guys are so dumb for that. Why are you guys playing that?" And now he loves the game. So
has he gotten better?
Yeah, he's definitely gotten better. He's gotten much better.
Is he still the worst?
No, he's not the worst.
Who's the worst?
I won't say it.
Okay, we're not going to out anybody right now. We'll bring you back for that. Hey, Dylan, it's great to see you back. Great to have you here on set to share another conversation with us. We really do appreciate it.
Appreciate you for having me.